Don't let your wins just make your head be dizzy. If stay and trade, result will be the best. I know that every single day you can begin the competition. Get profit with your every trade. Just know that Forex is your mission. Forex is my life. Forex is my life. Some time will pass and you will see the trading is not so hard for those who they're long. There's always one whose help is there waiting. And finally, you'll keep your profits strong. I know that every single day you can begin the competition. Get profit with your every trade. Just know this, your mission. Forex is my life. Forex is my Forex is mine. When you begin, it's always hard to start. It's common that you have highs and first to lose when learning trading art. But don't give up, have some patience. Of course you think that game will be so easy. Such business is as cruel as the rest. Don't let your wins just make your happy dizzy. If stay and trade, result will be the best. I know that every single day you can begin the competition. Get profit with your every trade. Just know that Forex is your mission. Forex is my life. Forex is my life. Some time will pass and you will see the trading is not so hard for those who they're long. There's always one whose help is there waiting. And finally, you'll keep your profits strong. I know that every single day you can begin the competition. Get profit with your every trade. Just know that Forex is your mission. Forex is
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Where are we?
When you begin, it's always hard to start.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome. All right, welcome all, welcome all, welcome all, welcome all, welcome all, welcome all. All right. So all right. So ladies and gentlemen, right? I'll actually want to take this wonderful opportunity to welcome each and everybody who is tuning in for this wonderful presentation, right? It's another brand new, bright Friday, right? That I'm connecting with you guys once again. When we started the free Forex Basics series, which has actually been running for 3 consecutive days. And I do believe that for the 3 days, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not yet maybe gotten any concept whatsoever, then you need to rethink and maybe recheck, all right? But if at all, at the end of the day, you are gaining something and things are actually starting to become more clear, ladies and gentlemen, that's actually how it's supposed to be. All right, these are the basics. This is the beginning point, ladies and gentlemen. There is need to understand all this. Whatever I take you guys through, it's very much important to understand all this, because I know for some people might be like, oh, this is too much basics. I need this. I need where I can actually know how to execute a trade. I want to know, where am I supposed to buy here or sell here? Ladies and gentlemen, it's a step-by-step process, right? Before you reach that level, it's actually a step-by-step process. And the main reason why we are going all these steps to help you develop, to help you become. It's important to go through the process, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And that's why when you look at the life cycle of a butterfly, all right, we used to study sometimes back where it had to come from, was it larva stage, pupa, and then from pupa, it used to go to some very tongue twisting name before it actually develops into a butterfly. All right. You guys remember that life cycle of a butterfly, right? The larva, is it the egg, the larva, the pupae, and then there used to be a very tongue twisting name just in between there before the butterfly. All right. Anyway, the main reason why I'm actually telling you all this is to understand it's very much important to go through the basics level. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very much important to go through this process. That is if you want to consider doing this as a business. But if you want to maybe gamble in this business, then I can actually highly recommend continue watching the YouTube videos, continue moving around from one corner to another corner. And then at the end of the day, you'll just come and share with us your report. Maybe 3 months, 1 year down the line, you'll actually be sharing with us your testimony of how you actually found it, if you don't want to have a structured way of operation, a structured way of obtaining skills and knowledge. Are you get the point? So I don't want you to despise the humble beginnings, right? I know for some guys will be like, oh, this looks so much easy. This looks so much easy. So why do people usually say that Forex is hard? Whatever Captain has actually been presenting is easy. A walk in the park. Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, anybody, right? Anybody can actually learn how to trade, right? Anybody. That's usually my firm belief, right? Anybody can actually learn how to trade, but not everybody can become a trader. I get the point. Anybody can learn, irrespective of your academic qualifications, whether you went to school or not, so long as you've got the passion, the right mindset, so long as you're teachable, coachable, so long as you're willing to learn, it's a good to go. And that's why personally, I don't even ask, right? I don't even ask if someone comes to me and tells me they will want to learn more about Forex. Personally, I don't even ask and start asking about your academic qualifications or your background, right? What I normally ask is, ladies and gentlemen, are you willing to be taught? Are you willing to be taught? Or you just look at my size and look at the white gray hairs on your head, and then you'll be like, now, what can this small young man teach me? All right. If you find yourself having such kind of questioning and reasoning, then there is something which is called PRIDE. All right. And the market hits that to the bottom. I get the point. I know I've come across there are those seminars which I've actually presented and spoken, and see, most of the time when people talk about captains, most of the people usually think, oh, captain, the very huge guy with a very huge body, with a very with stomach protruding. Only now when I reach at the venue and then look at this guy who is so thin, guy who is like so is this the guy? Oh, so is this the guy? And I'm like, yes, I'm the guy. So what did you expect? We expected somebody who is so huge, somebody who is has got a protruding belly, somebody who is I get the picture. But at the end of the day, I normally tell them, ladies and gentlemen, the market care less about your body size. I get the point. Whether you're huge, whether you're small, the market actually cares less about the body size. The market only cares of what are you able to bring on the table, negotiating table. What are you able to present on the table? I get the point. Like right now, I'm actually preparing for also another talk, which I'm actually they're actually working out some things out. It will be more of or less of a Forex workshop in the month of August, right? I'm actually planning to deliver a talk there. They have already requested for my details. They're like, okay, could you please describe who Wycliffe Sewe is? Actually, that's the email which I saw today in the morning. Could you please describe who Wycliffe Sewe is? And I just described myself and I sent it to them. I'm actually now waiting for the feedback. Are you get the point? But after all has been said and done, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to focus. The market only cares on who can be able to be on the negotiating table with skills. What are you able to bring on the table? I get the point? That's exactly what the market really cares. So whether you are fat, whether you are thin, whether you are skinny, whether you are dark, whether you are light, ladies and gentlemen, that one, the market cares less. With that being said and done, ladies and gentlemen, remember when we started day one, for those people who are joining me for the first time ever, my name is Captain Cliff, and I'm Forex trader, Forex coach, Forex mentor, and this is what I do full time. All right, both day and night. When people are sleeping, I'm awake. When people are awake, I'm not asleep. I'm still awake with you guys. I get point. So when we started with day one, ladies and gentlemen, of course we covered and we discussed what Forex is all about. All right. Then we talked about the history of Forex. Then we talked about who are the major participants in this industry. Those are some of the things that we looked out because it's very much important. So that when you're coming into your business, you need to understand who are you going to play with? Not even play with. Play seems a joke. Whom are you going to transact with? I think transacting looks more professional and transacting looks more serious. So whom are you going to transact with? So we looked at the major market participants. Are you got the point? And then we discussed about the Forex market size. And we said, ladies and gentlemen, by far, this is the world's largest financial market. In fact, anytime when people ask me, what do you do for a living? Ladies and gentlemen, I am in the world's largest financial market. That's where I do business. I do business in the world's largest financial markets. So for some people, they're usually like, okay, so what is that, to be precise? Boss, I'm doing business with the banks. But for some people, they're like, anytime you ask them, what are you actually doing? There is this some small side hustle. Look at how you're thinking in the first place. There is this small side hustle, which I'm trying to do over here. There is this small thing which I'm trying to buy here. There is this, the moment you continue talking about small, you will even remain small in it for good. Are you get the point? So ladies and gentlemen, once you understand the type of business and how big it is, you will start becoming proud of it from the word go. So when I confirmed, and which is a fact, that this is the world's largest financial market, ladies and gentlemen, I participate in the world's largest financial market. That's where my business is. I get the point. And I transact with the banks. And you can actually see my screen, ladies and gentlemen. When we talked about yesterday and we discussed about some of the major liquidity providers, so that you understand the type of business which we are in, ladies and gentlemen. So this is not a joke. Maybe for those people who keep on saying, oh, Forex is a scam, I don't want to participate in that business. How do we know that our money is getting scammed? How do we know that Forex is genuine and real? Ladies and gentlemen, look at the list of whatever I'm displaying on my screen. Do you think all these banks, with the dignity, with the professionalism, with the how do we call it, experience, with exposure, with the standards, do you think these people can just be participating in jokes? Who is fooling who? Do you think all of these banks are just mad to participate in another scam? Do you think that these people are mad? I get the point? And that's why you need to focus, right? For those people who are not yet, because I know we have got those people who already know what they're doing. So on my list, right, when we discussed about some of the liquidity providers yesterday, the guys who actually, right, determine the currency pairing, the guys who determine the pricing of currency pairs. So whenever we are buying, whenever we are selling, these are some of the guys who determine the price. I get the point, ladies and gentlemen, that the guys who work out. I get the point? So you can imagine the Bank of America, the Barclays Bank, Citibank, Morgan Stanley, UBS AG, Deutsche Bank, Goldman Sachs International. Some of the names are so tongue twisting, I can even end up biting my tongue. But that's the reason why I've just decided to display. So if you find some of them correct, ladies and gentlemen, you can take a screenshot and do the pronunciation game at your own free time. All right. So we have the Commerzbank, you have the Royal Bank of Scotland, you have the Credit. How do you pronounce that? Susie. It sounds like a female name, Susie, but Credit Suisse Group AG. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, the providers that we have, and you can even search them. You can even see their logo displayed. You can see how heavy and enormous our business is. So the main reason why I actually wanted to display this is to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we are not here for a joke. We are not here for small talks. We are not here to joyride. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for a huge business. So for you, if you're coming here with maybe you are seeing yourself small, you're seeing your business as small, you're taking it as a side hustle, that's up to you. That's not up to us. Are you get the point? Now, so ladies and gentlemen, once we discussed about currency pairing yesterday, right? In our day 3, we discussed about currency pairing, and we said you can never ever transact with a single currency. It needs to be paired, and that's why we have what is called currency pairing. And then we went ahead and saw the categories of major currency pairs. We saw the categories of minor cross-currency pairs. We saw the categories of exotic, some of the examples. Ladies and gentlemen, the list is so huge, the list is so deep. Did you know, ladies and gentlemen, and this is a fact, only one currency pair is enough to make you wealthy. But ask yourself, Why do you find yourself jumping from one currency to another? Only one currency, ladies and gentlemen, this is a fact. Only one currency pair, if you trade it well, is enough to make you wealthy. But do you know what will be happening to most of you guys? You'll be coming here in this business and then you'll be like, okay, good. I want to master USDJPY. And then you jump into social media, you see somebody making a kill with GBP and ZD, you jump into GBP and ZD. You see social media again, or you see your friend or your neighbor making a kill with gold, you want to be all over. You are on gold again. You see somebody making a kill on gold, you see somebody making a kill on cryptocurrency. Ladies and gentlemen, you have again abandoned gold. You're on cryptocurrency. You see somebody making a kill on synthetic indices or stock market indices. You have abandoned cryptocurrencies. You now want synthetic indices. Look at you, ladies and gentlemen. That is what is called greediness, just taking good care of you. And that's why my work here is to teach you how to focus. With only one currency pair, ladies and gentlemen, it's enough to make you wealthy. It's enough to give you whatever you're looking for. Imagine, I don't know how many people believe this, but this is a fact. Try it out. Decide today you only want to be focusing on Euro USD alone. Anything less Euro USD, you're not touching. You'll give me the report in the next 1 to 2 years. Decide you only want to focus on GBP USD alone, right? Anything less than that, you're not touching. You'll give me the report. What will happen? It will narrow down your focus. You'll become laser-like, right? You'll become laser-like, like a very sharp guy in that particular pair. You'll actually know, even when you're sleeping, you know what that particular pair is about to do. You'll be like, oh, this pair is actually trading at support levels. This particular pair is trading at these levels. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to be looking for buy entries, or am I supposed to be looking for sell entries? Am I supposed to be staying out of the market, or am I supposed to be chilling out? So, ladies and gentlemen, if you only focus on one is enough. I get the point. Only one is enough. But for us, I understand, ladies and gentlemen, you as a retail trader, you want yourself to be seen you are busy doing something. That's actually where the problem usually comes in. You want to be seen busy doing something, and busy doing something, you want your MT4 to see that you're around. You want MT4. You have to MT4 to see that you're around, eh? A day passing without taking any trade, you're like, oh my goodness, this is not me. Like, for example, today is on a Friday, right? Personally, for now, if you're very much keen, I rarely trade on Fridays unless if I've not hit my weekly target. But if I've achieved my target, you'll rarely see me in the market on Friday, simply because I want to learn the art of discipline, staying away once you've taken enough. I get the point? Once you've taken enough, as per your weekly target in terms of pips, for the new people, you don't understand what is a pips, but once you've achieved that, stay away, wait for the next week, all right? But I know for the majority of people who are tuning in right now, today I was actually giving a scenario of, I was actually explaining to one of the students how the cows, and when a cow is actually eating, right? Cow is eating the grass, right? You eat enough for the day, so that tomorrow again, you'll come back to the grazing field so that you are able again to eat much of what is needed for the day, all right? But you'll realize for us human beings, we want to trade as if the world is ending tomorrow. I get the point? You want to trade as if the world is ending tomorrow. And anytime you find yourself in such kind of scenarios, you will grow weary. You will actually become so bored very fast. You will only be somebody who loves excitement. And then when the market is not even moving, you're bored simply because you want to be all over. I get the point. Now, with that being said and done, ladies and gentlemen, today, jumping to our class for today and trying to discuss some of the things that I have for you guys for today. All right. If you can hear me loud and clear, ladies and gentlemen, please type in the chat with where exactly you are tuning in from. Let me know by you guys typing the chat with where exactly you are tuning in for. Right. So allow me to do like this. I think I've already shared my chat. If you see my chat looks like this, basically tells you yesterday after training you guys, I closed my machine and this is the time when I'm opening it. just to confirm for you guys that whatever I was telling you is true. All right, this is exactly where we left it yesterday, right? And this is exactly immediately after doing that, I closed my machine and then it was off. Right now is actually when I'm opening it. Some guys were like telling me, Captain, could you please check for me this pair? And I was like, in the meantime, I'm not in a position to check it out, but I'll be able to assist you when I'm doing my weekly analysis. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's rock and roll. Let me delete this because already we have it on our notebook. So allow me to do this. Allow me to do this. All right, so our blackboard is clean. And then today is day 4. All right, today is day 4. Maybe probably before we end the day, you'll actually let me know if you want me guys to give you a bonus for tomorrow so that it makes it day 4. I want to write date 4, day 4. Right, so day 4. So day 4, this is, there we go. That's day 4. So today, ladies and gentlemen, number 1, we're going to write to learn about how to read a Forex quote. All right, Forex quote. How to read a Forex quote. Number 2, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna focus on knowing when to buy, when to buy and sell. All right. Then we're gonna focus on, right? We're gonna focus on I'll try as much as I can. We discuss about bid, right? Bid, ask, and spread. Bid, ask, and spread. Ask and spread. I know for those people maybe who probably go to church, you thought I could write knock, ask. If you knock, the door will be open to you. If you ask, knock, ask, and something. So this is bid, right? The one for the Bible is knocking. The one for Forex is bidding. And then asks is the same. If you don't ask, you don't get. Right? So bid, ask, and spread. And knock, ask, and spread. All right? There we go. Then we have number 4. Number 4, we have this is where I'm gonna touch about now. The brokers, right? So I'm gonna try as much as I can to touch this. So I'm actually listing this to be my guide, right? This is my guide. I'm actually listing this to be my guide. So there we go. So you can list all this, and then we start with the number 1. All right. So let me see, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So we have Sima all the way from Houston, Texas. Macon all the way from Georgia. Welcome, Esther Kimani, Nairobi. Maxwell Baptist all the way from Bahamas. Elijah Chege all the way from Nairobi, Kenya. Agneta Kitavi all the way from Nairobi, Kenya. Apio Immaculate all the way from Uganda. Miguel all the way from Nairobi. Ladies and gentlemen, feel free, feel at home. For those people who are joining us for the first time ever, welcome. I don't want you to be afraid. Ladies and gentlemen, do not be afraid. Even the good book advises us, never, ever be afraid. The only thing that you should be afraid of is not taking action after this. All right? That's actually what you're supposed to be afraid of. Now, how to read a currency quote? Currency quote. Currency quote. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, when you saw me talking about currency pairing, for example, let's say GBP USD. And for the new people right now, anytime I just type a currency pair in your mind, this is actually what's supposed to be going in your mind. Number 1, you're supposed to be thinking, is this a major currency pair, minor, or an exotic? That's how you're supposed to start thinking. I get the point? And then you'll be like, aha, this is a major currency pair. And why is it a major currency pair? The reason why it's a major currency pair is because we have got GBP, which is a major currency, which has been paired with USD. Now that's how you're supposed to think. I get the point? So you are not just rushing things out. You are now reasoning and trying to relate what you had actually covered. I get the point? So GBP USD. And I told you yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, it's GBP USD and not USD GBP. And right now we just saw the list of liquidity providers. Once they say it's GBP USD, that's it. So that's actually how you'll be finding it even on the broker's platform, how it has been labeled. So GBP USD. Now, GBP USD is a pair. This pair contains two currencies, all right? We have got the British pound, and then we have got the United States dollar. I get the point. Now, GBP is on my left, all right? Then we have got USD, which is on my right, right? So what does it mean? When it comes to reading a currency quote, ladies and gentlemen, take this down. Any currency that is on your left, ladies and gentlemen, this is called a base currency. Base currency. Base currency. And it plays a very important role. You're gonna see, all right? Base currency. Any currency, ladies and gentlemen, that is on your right, this becomes a quote currency. And another name for quote currency, ladies and gentlemen, this is known as a counter currency. Counter, all right? Anytime, and that's why we normally play football. Football, you cannot play with the same, you cannot play football only with one opponent. You need to have two teams in order for football to be enjoyable, right? Or soccer to be enjoyable. You need to have a team and an opponent. I get the point? So the opponent can act as a counter, all right? Counterattack, counterattack, counter. So base, then we have counter, all right? Counter currency. So there we go, all right? So ladies and gentlemen, what is the work of the base currency, all right? The base currency will actually be playing a very important role whenever we are trying to determine whether we are going to buy that pair or sell that pair. So it is base currency which determines whether we buy or sell, period. Any other thing is noise. As simple as that, all right? So the work of the base currency determines whether to buy or sell. As simple as that. Do you want to buy that currency pair? Yes. What are you supposed to focus on? Base currency. Do you want to sell that currency pair? Yes. What are you supposed to focus on? Base currency. Period. That's only what you need to focus on. So the base currency will actually determine whether we are buying that pair or we are selling that pair. So you can see how base currency plays a very great or important role. So what does it mean, ladies and gentlemen? Anytime we are saying we are buying, let's say I'm telling you guys, let's buy GBP USD. GBP USD. Anytime we are buying, we only buy if, number one, ladies and gentlemen, we only buy if, number one, the economy of that particular country, economy is rising, right? Anytime the economy of a particular country is performing nice or the economy is rising, it means anytime the economy is performing well, it means the base currency, all right? The economy. If the economy is performing well, it means that this pair is increasing in value. When the base currency is increasing in value, When the economy is performing nice, when the economy is rising, it means the base currency is increasing in value. All right? Whenever the base currency is increasing in value, ladies and gentlemen, we buy. There are so many factors which can actually make a base currency to increase in value, or the economy of a particular country to increase in value. All right? But those ones are usually discussed whenever we'll be talking about fundamentals, the news. Are you get the point? But ladies and gentlemen, for your consumption at this particular level, whenever we buy, I want you to take note. It means the base currency is increasing in value, period. Anything else at this particular level is noise. Are you get the point? All right. Anytime we are selling, let's say we are selling GBP USD, and someone says, oh, you see on social media, someone says GBP USD. What do they mean? It only means they're expecting the base currency to decrease in value. Base currency decrease in value. And that's why we make money both ways in our business. Anytime the base currency decrease in value, we sell, we profit. Anytime the base currency increase in value, we buy, we profit. That's why in our business, we profit both ways. Whenever the base currency is increasing value, whenever the base currency is decreasing value, as Forex traders, I don't think whether we normally care a lot. I don't think so, all right? Because it means more money into our pockets. And that's what sets Forex apart from any other business. We profit both ways. Your only work is to find out, at this particular level, is this base currency, does it want to start gaining value? Once you have seen it wants to gain value, and gaining value means maybe the economic factors of a particular country. Gaining value means maybe you have done your technical analysis, you have looked at your charts, and you're like, oh, this pair is about to start getting value, right? Gaining momentum, gaining value. Then from there, ladies and gentlemen, you go into your trading platform, and then we buy. When you have looked at the economic factors for a particular country, and that's why, ladies and gentlemen, for those people who only maybe now are used to watching, for those people who are now used to watching the soap operas, these are not the kind of news that you're supposed to be focusing on. I get the point? Your only work is supposed to be looking at what's happening in the Great Britain, especially for this world. We talked about the world financial centers, the world major financial centers, the Great Britain, the Canada, US, what's happening in Aussie, Australia, what's happening in New Zealand, what's happening in Japan. Those are some of the talks which we're supposed to be talking anytime we meet, all right? So what's actually happening in Australia? So do you think with whatever is happening, maybe it's election, it's going to affect the Australian currency? So it means we're going to be looking at selling all those pairs with Australian as their base currency. I get the point? Ladies and gentlemen, you can never know whether this pair is increasing in value or the base currency is increasing in value or decreasing in value if your eyes is only stuck to those top operas which you're watching. I know we have got guys who love Netflix. You watch Netflix a lot, and personally, I love watching Netflix. I get the point. But I want to ask myself before watching Netflix, all right? What's actually happening across the world, especially for the world, the top world financial centers, all right? Japan, what's actually happening in Japan? Could it affect this currency, the pairs with JPY in any way? Those are some of the things that I want to look out for, because those are the kind of news, all right? Those are the kind of news which actually puts money into our pocket. But you will find we've got majority of people here, the kind of news which they want to hear. They only want to know, who blew the account last week? So how does it help you? Those are the kind of news which you want to hear. So, okay. So that person, okay. So she started trading and then she left. Okay. Those are the kind of news which you want to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, it's high time you start selecting which news do you want to focus on. News which benefits you or news which just brings negativity and hatred among people. I get the point? So what did the president say in your country? Okay. So the president said everybody is supposed to be getting whatever. I get the point. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said and done, that now makes us to jump into another crucial topic, which is called bid, ask, and spread. And before we jump into the bid, ask, and spread, especially for the new people, ladies and gentlemen, all right, you're gonna find so many jargons being used in this business. So instead of somebody saying we are buying, ladies and gentlemen, you'll find somebody saying we are longing. We are longing USD JPY. We are going long. Long simply means buy. Long simply means buy. Or when you see somebody saying GBP USD pair, ladies and gentlemen, is going bullish. Going bullish means you are only looking to buy. All right? Long simply means buy. So I don't want you guys to go on social media, ladies and gentlemen, and those people will be like on social media, find somebody saying, USD JPY, long. And then you're like, I attended the captain's class and he never even touched about this. So what is long? Right? You'll see somebody saying, oh, USD JPY, bullish. Bullish. And then you start wondering what exactly this person is talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, in simple terms, this person is actually preparing your mind, telling you we are buying. Are you get the point? Whenever, most of the time, you're using the word sell, ladies and gentlemen. Sell simply means short. That does not mean that whenever somebody is talking about we are shorting GBP USD, it doesn't mean that GBP as a pair is short. So you'll be like, oh, so we have a long pairs and short pairs. It doesn't mean that. All right. I know you might confuse and maybe look at how how the pair looks like, and then you'll be like, maybe it's long simply because of those symbols. Can you see how G is long and how B is long and how P also looks long? I think that's the reason why they're saying long GBP USD. And then you see USD JPY is short, and then you start reasoning. I think they mean U is short, D is short. So I think this pair is a short one. Ladies and gentlemen, it simply means we are selling. I get the point? Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said and done, short or bearish, it looks bearish. Ladies and gentlemen, we are actually selling. That being said and done, that actually makes you now understand knowing when to buy and knowing when to sell. We only sell when the base currency decreases in value. We only buy when the base currency increases in value, or we only go long when the base currency increases in value. What actually makes a pair increase in value? That is now a wide topic because we have got economic factors there. We have got so many factors which influence a particular currency to increase in value. Are you get the point? I believe you're together. If you're together up to that particular point, ladies and gentlemen, please type in the chat with some 555s. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Then we jump to bid, ask. Bid, ask, and spread. Right, bid, ask, and spread. Right, now, bid, ask, and spread, ladies and gentlemen, there is something that I want you guys to understand. All right, let's start with bid. Right, let's start with bid. So whenever you're talking about bidding, all right, bid simply refers to the best available price the broker wills to buy from you. The best available price. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, especially for the new people, most of the transactions you're going to be doing with the broker, I get the point? They're the guys who are going to handle transactions on behalf of you and the liquidity providers, right? There is no way between you and liquidity providers. That way has been covered by the brokers. I get the point? Right. Now, the best available price, the broker is actually willing to buy from you. To buy from you. So what exactly does it mean? It means, right? Anytime you are selling, let's say you are selling GBP USD, sell GBP USD. So what happens? It means whenever you are selling, the broker buys it. I get the point? It's the broker who now buys it. So whenever you are selling, the broker buys that pair from you. So as a retail trader, you sell and the broker buys GBP USD. So what happens? So this is you, retail trader. Anytime you sell as a retail trader, the broker buys. Retail trader, right? I told you guys we are called retail traders, right? So anytime you sell as a retail trader, your broker, what he does, he buys from you. I get the point? He buys from you. Broker, what did you say? This is broker, right? This is broker, right? This is broker. The broker buys from you. So the broker buys from you from the best available price. The best available price. How do they know the best available price? Their systems are hooked into the liquidity provider systems. So they look out for the best available price, all right? And then they buy from you with the best available price. So that is exactly what is called the bidding price. So anytime, ladies and gentlemen, you are buying as a retail trader, right? The broker gives you a counter offer, which is called the ask price, the best available. How do you write available? The best available offer price. So ask price is actually the same as offer price. So anytime as a retail trader, let's say you are buying GBP USD, what the broker does, the broker sells to you GBP USD at the best available offer price. Sell. So when you're selling, when the broker is selling GBP USD, it means you're buying GBP USD. All right. So this is your broker. That's actually the transaction which usually happens, right? So this is your broker. All right. So anytime you're, as a retail trader, you're buying a particular pair, whether you're buying GBP JPY, whether you're buying USD JPY, the broker actually sells to you that pair which you are buying. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, now the difference between the ask price and the bid price. All right. So let me write here. This is supposed to have, don't worry, just hold on for a second. Ask price. All right. Let me put here price so that for those people who will be like, okay, so he only wrote ask and the bid. So we don't know what bid and ask is. The bid price. So let me add you guys here bid price. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, all right. Now, the difference between the bid and ask, whatever happens in this transaction, these differences, that's actually what's called the spread. I get the point? This is actually what's called the spread. This is actually what's called the spread. Now, the spread is the difference between the bid price and the ask price. So in short, the spread is the broker's commission. This is actually how brokers get paid. One of the ways how they get paid, with helping you conduct your transactions. So for those people who are like, I don't want a broker, then who will help you conduct your transactions? Right? So they will be benefiting from you through what is called spreads, the commission. After you doing the buying and the selling, the differences of all those commissions which are happening there, it's called the spread. That is one way how a broker benefits from you. That's actually, because I know, ladies and gentlemen, in your countries, you have got maybe mobile money transfers or you have got bank transfer. I've never seen somebody who goes to the bank to do a transaction and then they expect the bank not to charge them a commission. If you're the kind of a person who is thinking that way, then I don't know. Then be keeping your money under the mattress. I get the point? Be keeping the money under your mattress. Because I know this is the place where you go, oh my goodness, they charge me more, they charge me more, they charge me more. What's happening? What's happening? I'm coming, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on your seat. I'm coming. It is today. Do or die between me, you guys, and myself. All right. Now, this is one of the ways where the broker benefits from you. Commission, simply because the broker has actually given you the platform where you are transacting on. The same way whenever you're doing mobile money transfer, you get charged. The same way whenever you're doing bank transfers, you get charged. The same way you're doing e-wallet transfer, money transfers, you get charged. I get the point. Now, another way which the broker benefits from you, ladies and gentlemen, is called the rollover. We have got something which is called rollover. Rollover or swap charge. So you're gonna find there are those orders which you're gonna be making, right? There are those orders, let me say swap charge. All right, let me put here swap charge. There are those orders, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna be making, all right? Maybe within the day or after a few hours, those orders, you might end up closing them within the day. Either you might end up closing them with profit or you might end up closing them with a loss, all right? But if you have decided, or if your order have not yet achieved whatever you are aiming at in terms of the profits you're looking from that particular order, you will find that order that you made might be forced to sleep overnight, to spill over to the next trading day. Today is on a Friday. Maybe you made an order yesterday, and today you have got a trade which is running. So, ladies and gentlemen, anytime you have a trade which splits or spills to the next or the following day, the broker actually charges you on the platform, which is what is called the rollover or the swap charge. This is actually a fee which is introduced. This is a fee which how do we put it in simple terms? Or let me explain and then you write it down. All right, I think it will be easier that way. So, ladies and gentlemen, rollover or swap charge, this is a fee which the broker introduces to your order if it spills to the next or the following trading day, period. As simple as that. All right, if you caught that one, well and good. Now, another method through which the broker actually benefits from you, and this is now where things are going to get interesting. This is now where I want you guys now to like be attentive, be keen, and I want you guys to listen to me very carefully. All right. Now, there is what is called transactional charges. All right. Transactional charges. Transactional charges. And what are these transactional charges? These transactional charges, whenever you deposit money into your account or whenever you are withdrawing, all right, there is what is called a transactional fee. A transactional fee. So we have got the transactional fee, we have got a rollover fee, we have got the spread. 3 ways. Now, this is now where majority of you guys, when you come into Forex trading and then you start yapping and maybe start opening your mouth and then you're like, oh my goodness, this broker said free or no spread. This has said high spread. It's okay. Calm down, calm down, calm down. I want you guys to listen to me very carefully. I told you guys yesterday that brokers are regulated. Unless if you are trading with a broker who is not regulated, I don't know. But there is a standard fee which the broker actually has to obtain from you, whether you like it or not. There is a standard amount which they are actually supposed to be obtaining from you. Now, how the broker obtains this money from you, that's where the difference comes in. It's marketing, ladies and gentlemen, it's marketing. So let's say we have type A broker and type C broker. Let's say we have type A broker, type A, and then we have type C. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me very carefully. Then we have type B. Type B. Type B. Sorry, we have type B. Then we have type C. All right, 3 different brokers. Then we have type C. Right, as human beings, I love us. All right, as human beings, you should love yourself. Right now, type A broker comes and tells you when you are trading into a platform, right? It tells you there is what is called spreads, right? There is spreads, right? You pay for spreads, and then he doesn't mention anything. Are you taking the point? Type B comes and tells you no spreads. No spreads. If you want to trade in our platforms, there is no spreads. And then type C comes and tells you, this one can even indicate, you can even see they have got high spreads. High spreads. And then type C comes and tells you we have low spreads. See, this is actually what you want to hear, right? Of course, they're in business. This is actually what you want to hear, right? So the broker comes and tells you, okay, we want you guys to open an account with us. Do you know the first question which you're going to ask? Okay, what are your spreads like? That's actually the first question which you normally ask. And then the type C will tell you we have got low spreads. And then type B will tell you we have got no spreads. Majority of you guys who are actually tuning in on this call will now start parading on type B. We don't want spreads. We want the broker with the low spreads or no spread. So most of you will go here and most of you guys will go here. All right. And then leaving this person alone, which is okay because you want to hear the words of no spread. You want to hear the words of low spreads. It's okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there's something that you need to understand. The broker will never disclose to you what is their swap charge. They will never disclose that. Rarely, they don't disclose. The swap charge, they won't. The swap charge, they won't. All right? The swap charge, they won't. All right? Then, for some, we have got to remember transactional charge. Whenever you're withdrawing, whenever you're depositing, transactional charge. Transactional charge. We have got both transactional charge here. Then we have another transactional charge here. Then we have got another transactional charge here. All right. So let's say the rule of law says brokers are supposed, maybe let's say I'm using an example, all right, to obtain or maybe to charge their clients maybe at most $20. For some, they will spread this $20 across these key areas. All right. Some might decide to take this $20 upfront in terms of high spreads. For some, they won't take this $20 here upfront because they know you won't come to trade with them, but they will split it here. All right. They will split it between here and here. All right. We are splitting it. This one now can decide now to split it thrice, here, here, and here. All right. So this should be equal, right? This should be equal. So let's say the standard is $20, right? So this one told you they've got their high spreads. They're actually taking their spreads. They're actually taking $20 upfront. For this one, maybe they have split it $10 there, and maybe $10 during the transaction whenever you're withdrawing. All right, we have got $10. And then maybe here we split it low spreads, let's say $5. Let's say $5. And then we have here we have, let's say $10. Let's say here we have $10. And then we have finally $5. Right. So at the end of the day, if you add everything, is 20 USD. So tell me, what exactly were you doing? So who is fooling who and who was wiser than who? Who is fooling who? Speak up. I want you to unmute yourself and speak up. Now, who is fooling who? Who was wise? For Fortune 360 members who paraded, Cliff, I want the one with no spread. This one. Please share with me the link. I want this one. It's okay, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay. For this one, no, I don't want them. High spreads, I don't want them. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, these guys, they'll have to take their money, whether you like it or not. So whenever someone comes and tells me, Captain, and what are their spreads like? I will actually look at you and I'll be like, now, does this person really understand what's happening? Or you just joined, heard people talking about spreads, and then now you start talking about the language of spread. Do you really understand whatever you're talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, if whatever I'm trying to teach you guys is getting into your head, ladies and gentlemen, please type in the chat with some 77. Think them based on spreads, ladies and gentlemen. No, at the end of the day, I don't know whatever you're doing. I don't know whatever you're looking at. All right? But at the end of the day, they actually have to obtain their money from you. So no spreads, you will have to pay. Low spreads, you'll still have to pay. High spreads, you'll still have to pay. It's only that for high spreads, you pay upfront. Maybe you'll find their trades don't have swap charges. You'll find that transactions are free. But those are some of the things you don't want to care about. Because for you, your eyes are focused on spread. It's okay. Continue focusing on spread, but you must pay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said and done, so what is the thing that you're supposed to be looking at? Ladies and gentlemen, these are the serious things which you're supposed to be asking your broker, ladies and gentlemen, right? As we finalize, we have got what is called ECN account, and then we have got the STP account. For someone who knows exactly whatever they're coming to the business, and maybe for those people who have ever seen me interacting with brokers, my first question is always, how is your system? Are you guys operating under ECN or STP? I don't want to care about spread because either way they'll take my money. I get the point. So are you guys working under ECN or STP? How many people usually ask that? Let me see. If most of the time you normally try as much as you can to find out about that, please type in the chat. If you normally ask about, do you guys operate as ECN or STP? You can actually type as a me. Or for you guys, you'll be like, what are their spread like? You are like the rest. What are their spread like? Because you don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, my people perish due to lack of knowledge. And that's why we are SIMA, STP, it's okay. Right. Now, this is the difference. Maybe during your own free time, you can do your research and do your own things. I would rather prefer to work with the broker of ECN rather than STP. So if you tell me your systems are operating under STP, then to me, whether you have got low spreads or no spreads, I don't want you guys near me. With ECN, how their systems operate, ladies and gentlemen, these guys hook up your orders directly to the liquidity providers platform. These guys, right? Their system, how their system works, they hook you directly. Anytime you're placing your order, they hook it directly to the liquidity providers. Liquidity. All right? They are mostly called non-dealing desk. And that's why you'll see most of dealing desk or a dealing desk. Those are some of the things that you're supposed to be asking. Or anytime you see your broker saying, we are a non-dealing desk, basically that is ECN. I get the point? So these guys, they actually hook you straight to the liquidity providers platform. They don't do transactions on your behalf. All right? STP, they help you do transactions they actually complete your transactions. They do some of the transactions on your behalf. Process orders on your behalf. Process orders on your behalf. Process orders on your behalf. Now, this is where now things start to get interesting. With STP, their orders are always very fast, right? Which is a good thing. Very fast when it comes to making orders, right? When with the ECN, sometimes placing and having the best available price, all right? Having the best available price, and that's why you normally see them in terms of spreads. Are you get the point? Now, this is the interesting bit. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to listen to me clearly and carefully and open all your eyes, your nose, your ears, your mouth. I want you to look at me like, ha. I want you guys to open. I want you guys right now, if your child is around you and he or she's actually listening to you, you actually need to show them how you are getting this thing, because I want you guys to know what type of questions you should be actually asking your brokers whenever you're opening an account. Now, these guys, their orders might be a bit slow or simply because they're trying to hook you up with the best available price. These guys, because they're processing the orders on your behalf, it's a bit much faster, and most of the times their spreads are usually a little bit even so thin and low. All right, you might even find most of them, they are the guys with no spreads. I get the point. All right, but these guys, you might even find they are like somehow have like wider spreads. I get the point. They have got like more or less like wider spreads. But now, ladies and gentlemen, when pushes comes to a shove, these guys can actually sacrifice. You can become a sacrificial lamb. It's so easy for these guys to sacrifice you whenever they want to sacrifice you. It's usually called baptism by fire. Ladies and gentlemen, baptism by fire. Have you ever guys been baptized by fire? Which means they can actually trade against you. When they have decided you're not winning on this trade, you can't. You won't. When they've decided, oh, so you took TP, TP is almost hitting. TP is about to be hit. Oh, okay, your TP is about to be hit. Market, reverse. Hua! That was your TP. So, ladies and gentlemen, what does it mean? It's so easy for them to trade against you. All right? It's so easy to trade against you. And then you're wondering, people are celebrating TP hit. US even didn't hit. What is happening? You'll realize we normally have got what is called sleep, right? Slippage. Do you know what is slippage, right? Whenever there is news release and how usually just spikes all of a sudden, maybe you had set your stop loss and then all of a sudden your stop loss gets thrown to another different price. I start wondering, but I set my stop loss. How comes it has been thrown out up there? And what happened? It's okay, because you didn't do your due diligence, whether they're ECN or STP. With ECN, they can never, ever do anything yours. I get the point? They cannot do anything. Whatever is yours is yours. You win genuinely, you lose genuinely. But with STP, they can decide, let's make them win today, and then tomorrow we'll catch up with them. We'll catch up with them. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're getting this for the first time ever, please type in the chat to the yes. Please type in the chat to the yes if you're actually getting this for the first time ever. And that's why you should not just be running because a broker just comes and then you're like, oh my goodness, there is this and this which is happening. It's very much important to do your due diligence. Is this an ECN or STP broker? All right. So that if they're, and remember again, all right. That's why I told you guys, you need to ask whether they're a type B or a type C kind of broker. We also have those brokers who normally have got what's called a hybrid system, right? They incorporate both ECN and STP in their systems. All right. Now, those are some of the things that you need actually to find out. All right. I know these are some of the inner details which to some might not be able to like give you out, because they know you. When they come to Maxwell, we want you to trade with us. And then Maxwell will be like, what are your spreads like? That will be Maxwell's questions. And then the next question, this actually how Maxwell will respond. Maxwell, allow me to use you as an example for today, even as we come to a close. This will be your next question, Maxwell. Then the broker asks you, okay, the broker tells you, our platform, we actually have low spreads. Are you okay with that? Maxwell will be fantastic. And then this will be the next question Maxwell will be asking. So what about your withdrawal methods? So what about your deposit and withdrawal methods? And then the broker will tell you, we use mobile money transfers, we use bank transactions, we use e-wallets. And then Maxwell will be like, you're the guys I've been looking for. Then this will be the next question. Do you offer gold? Do you offer gold? What are some of the indices that you have? Okay. Do you offer cryptocurrency? Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know what are you supposed to answer whenever selecting your brokers on top of all those questions. Without being said and done, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to appreciate all of you guys. Tomorrow, I might give you a bonus, the last bonus, and then we shall maybe discuss most of the things tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be giving you the how many people are interested for tomorrow's bonus, because our time is already up and we still have so many things that you have not yet covered. How many people want me to go with the bonus, to offer you guys a bonus tomorrow? Let me see. You can actually type in the chats with some 9 and 9s if you guys want a bonus for tomorrow, same time. You guys want a bonus tomorrow? Let me see. Bonus for tomorrow, bonus for tomorrow, bonus for tomorrow. Okay. Maxwell. Oh, so that's the exact question that you normally ask. I never knew, but it's only that I know us as retail traders. I know maybe how we think, how we reason out things, but which is okay. All right. So we have got Albert, Sima. Okay. So majority wants me to have a bonus tomorrow. Okay, right. So ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow we're gonna have a bonus, right? And then we're gonna have what is called a hard talk. Have you ever been involved in a hard talk? All right. And I think by the time we'll be done with our bonus, with the hard talks, for those people who were consistent ever since we started day one, personally, I believe, right? Personally, I believe you will actually be on another different level altogether, right? Even if that might not be the end of Forex basics as far as basics is concerned, because basics still is wide, leave alone when you reach at the top, when you are now buying now, selling now, but basics entails a lot. Like right now, for those people who didn't actually know about ECN and STP, all right? You are trading, you're jumping, you want to buy now, you want to sell now, but you don't know. You actually don't know some of the forces which are influencing your buying and selling. I get the point. So that's why I keep on telling you guys, basics key. You need to understand and get things the right way. With that being said and done, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to congratulate each and everybody of you for tuning in for this wonderful call. Looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow at the top. Any questions? One question, because of our time. Only one question. One question. You have one question. All right. Without any other question, ladies and gentlemen, see you guys tomorrow for the bonus class, same time. Otherwise, see you at the top always. Thank you so much and see you.